In this session, we are going to cover a super important concept in Python, which is type conversion, also known as typecasting. Why is this important? Because most of the time, data doesn't come in the format we want. For example, we enters age as a text in a double quotation, for example, 10, so it will be entered in double quotes. Price comes as a string. So whenever string or text, it will come under double quotes. Like sensor value comes as a float, status value may comes as 1 or 0. So if you want to perform calculations, comparisons or store the right data format, you must convert types. Today we will learn explicit casting, init, float, string, bool, converting input values, edge cases, real world examples. Let's begin on that. So coming to the main picture, what is type conversion? Type conversion means changing data from one type to another. For example, text to number, number to text, float to integer, integer to boolean. Python gives us built-in functions to do this safely. There are two ways to convert types. Implicit conversion, Python does it automatically. Explicit conversion, we do manually. In this video, we focus on explicit conversion because this is what we use in real applications. Coming to the explicit casting overview, when we use functions like int, float, string, bool, we are telling Python, hey, change this value into this type. This is called explicit casting. Let's start one by one. So we are opening Jupyter Notebook. Implementing, and this is for int. So int. So over here, we are converting a value into an integer. For example, we got an data that it is a string. So we need to convert it to a number as this is number. For example, we got this as an data. So user wrongly updated in double quote. So it will Python will think as string. So we need to convert this into an integer. For that, y equal to int of x. That's it. So we are converting this string value into integer. So now if you run, it will be converted into a int. Print y of y, and we are going with type of x. So this also we need to print. So I am executing. See here, 25, it converted into an int where x is string. So string we are converting into an integer now. So this is very useful when taking age, quantity or phone numbers as a input. You are entering the number of items in a supermarket building software. User types 4. This is a string which is in quotation. So but you need 4 as an integer. Otherwise Python won't allow calculation. So now we are converting float into integer as well. So we have price equal to 88.99. So this is float. Print 88 and of Price will be now. So we directly asking this to do. So we didn't given any variable to convert this. We are directly printing. So we can do this way, like z equal to int of price, and we are giving z here, and we are giving price print of price as well as user. So if you see now 88, now it will give float and integer. So we converted the price from float to integer. So this, when you want accuracy or decimals, you use float. We can convert string to float as well. So someone entered value in a double quotes or single quotes. So result equal to float of value in result type of result. So 45.67, which is before it is string, now it converted into a float. So imagine reading a product price from an Excel file, price equal to in double quotes 199.50, which is string. You must convert to float for billing. So we will be converting from a string to float, where 199.50 we will be placing here. Same, we can paste it here, and you can mention 199.50, and we convert it into float from string. So coming to string now. String converts any value into text. This is useful when saving data into text files, logging messages, printing user-friendly outputs, creating responses for APIs. For example, we have given 100 y equal to 45.67, z equal to, I'll give bool true. Now I'm printing string of x. I'm converting, and type of string of x. Multiple times again. So here you change to y, z, again y and z. Now this integer changed to string class now, float changed to string, and even boolean also changed to string. When generating bill printouts in supermarket, total bill 350. The number 350 is converted to a string, and then it will be printed. Coming to the next topic, bool. Bool converts a value into true or false. 0 means false, Empty string, if you are giving empty, that also false. None also false. If it is giving any value, then it will be a true. Okay, let's see some examples. Print of bool of 0. Just we can copy. So I'm giving 10 here, and I'm giving double quotes, and I'm giving here, and here I'm giving none. So what it will do, as we discussed some rules, 0 it will be given false, empty string it will be giving false, none also false, remaining whatever it is there it will be a true. So this is false, this is true, this is false, this is true, and this is false. So false, true, false, true, false. So this is what bool does. Some real world examples, like if user types something in search box true, if search box empty, it will be false. If stock quantity is greater than 0, it will be true. If stock equal to 0 or it is 0, then it will be false. This is used heavily in filtering and conditions. During that time, this Boolean functions will be used. So now, next we are going to see so we are converting input values. One of the most common reasons for type conversion is input, because input always returns string even if user types a number. So I'm giving an example: age input of enter your age. Print age, comma, type of age. So it is asking what is the age. So I'm giving 12 and I'm clicking enter. See here 12 I had given, even though it given string as a data type for this 12 value. If you want to use age in math operation, you must convert it. In simple way, if you are using input, it always returns string even though whatever value you mention. So you need to convert it, then you need to give the input function. So same, and copying here and pasting here, and before input you need to give the condition input. Now I'm giving 12. See here, now it is converted. So some real world example we can see. So imagine we are building a mini supermarket app. So for that, quantity will be, it will be in integer, enter the quantity, and next we have price. Price will always be float, because some products will be in 22.99 or 29.99. In that way, some MRP will be there, or after discount some float values will come. Now total equal to quantity into price print of total. So now I'm executing. So I'm taking 4 quantity and each cost 345 rupees. So it given 1380. So in same way, without condition int, we are putting for float as well. So it will throw an error. I'm giving same 4 and 345 as it is string, so it will not give, can't multiply sequence by non-int of type string. So it clearly shows we are inputting input value even though we give an input as an integer, so it is an input, so it will think like it's only string, so multiple strings can't be multiplied. That is what this input value, how this input value works and how we are converting with the type conversion. And now again we are executing. So again 4 and 22.78. So it will give as a float value also. So that is how converting input values works. So only one thing, remember, if you are giving input directly, so Python will think this is string. Even though you enter bool or float or int, Python always think it's a string. So if multiplying the input values are like integers or float, string can be multiplied. Only integer numbers or float numbers can be multiplied, so that before using input, you need to mention the type, which type you are going to enter, either int or either float value. So some cases where some common mistakes happen. Common mistakes. So beginners make many mistakes in type conversion. Let me show you some real examples. So when converting into float to int, it will remove decimals. Okay, so value equal to 99.99, print int of value. What it will give? It will give 99, not 100. It does not round, it truncates that after dot and after the dot value. And second thing is invalid string conversion as well. X equal to hello. Now print of. So this will give error. Why? Because you cannot convert non-numeric string into numbers. So this is not a numeric value, it's a string value. So if you convert, for example, here I'm giving y and even I'm giving some in like numerical characters. This will work. See here, but that doesn't work because we are given letters inside the double quotes. So the original string cannot be converted into an integer. That is what it telling us. Third one, value equal to present int of value. This also will not work because you given space. Sorry, here we missed it. Here what it will do? Python automatically trims spaces. And another case where same way copy and paste it. So this also will not work because it is a string. So from string you are asking to convert into int. So that it is not possible. First you need to convert that value in from string to float, then float to int, like this way. So first is a float, then here now it converted. Next one we will be directly adding some bool conversion surprises. Print bool of, so an non-empty string is true. So even the word false is a non-empty. So it converted. If we remove this one, it will give false. As we have given some words inside, so this will think that this is not empty, something is filled. So it will give true. So let's summarize what we learned today. Int converts to whole number always. Float converts to decimal string. It will converts to text. Bool converts to text true or false. Input always returns string. Float to int losses decimals. Non-numeric strings cannot convert to numbers. Type conversion is extremely important when working with user input files, databases, Excel, APIs, or any real world data. Thank you.